What's up, everybody? We're the Trendies, keep you up to date with the latest trends and pop culture. And this is Laura Royal.
This is Promise Jimenez.
And Edwin Figueroa. So guys, this weekend, welcome. Well, first off, welcome to our second
Podcast.
Yes.
And
podcast
happy
radio.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, happy
Yes.
happy Valentine's Day. Watch out, don't hit the mics. But yeah, so this weekend was the Grammys. And what are Grammys? Let's just put it like that.
Mhm.
First off, just start with whoever. The host was Alicia Keys. I think she did a good job.
I love her.
I
She's
don't think-
fabulous. She can't do any wrong.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think it was that bad. And so what was your favorite parts? Let's just start with that. What's your favorite parts of the Grammys?
So my favorite part of the Grammys, I'm a big Alicia Keys fan, and I thought that she did a great job hosting. My favorite part is her tribute. It wasn't necessarily a tribute, more of a melody
Yeah.
for some big hits from other artists, and I love the two piano bit. I know that she got inspiration from a former performer entertainer. I don't know the name, but I thought that was fabulous. That was my favorite part.
Yeah, honestly, that was my only favorite part, to be honest.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
it was
I feel like the whole Grammys was very shocking.
I think it was yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't disappointing. It was mostly shocking.
I
I
don't
feel like the Grammys is always shocking.
it's always something that is gonna
that
pop
always
out that
happens.
Yeah.
everyone's gonna talk about.
Yeah.
To me, I don't know why, but the Super Bowl, what happened about, what was that, 2 weeks ago or something like that, or a week ago, it sort of shadowed down into the Grammys in a way. I felt like it was like a spitting image of the Super Bowl in a way. We had Ariana Grande not going because the Grammys, they wanted her to perform a certain set. They wanted her to do a melody as well. Sort of like Alicia Keys of her songs, Seven Rings, Thank You Next, and a few other songs, I
Oh,
believe.
yeah.
So she denied it because she wanted to do what she wanted to do, which was, I believe, Seven Rings. She wanted to just perform Seven Rings, I believe it was. So she declined going to the Grammys. Basically, she didn't go, but she ended up winning an award. I believe
Yeah.
it was best vocal,
Best pop album.
pop album.
Good for her.
Sweetener.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So that sort of was
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know,
honestly, that's not a good reason not to go. Like,
Really.
why don't you want to perform your song?
it's really
It's just your artistic ability to say yes or no.
yeah.
I think that she had the right to. You can't force someone to
I mean,
perform.
I'm not a
Like,
fan
sing
of the
big
Grammys,
songs.
honestly, because the Grammys is just a whole bunch of celebrities that
Yes,
have
I
money just
agree.
gloating on themselves because it doesn't benefit us,
honestly,
the
yeah.
people. Well, we just vote for
Mhm.
them to get,
You're not putting money in my pocket.
another sticker star on their board.
Yeah.
But this Grammys had a lot of wows. Let's just put it like that. So first off, let's start with announcing some of the winners.
Yeah.
Record of the year went to "This Is America" by Childish Gambino.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Congratulations. I honestly think it should have went to someone else.
Really?
thought that
I
was a
think
great
it.
song.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was.
And it was an anthem of the time. And still of the
Exactly.
It was
time.
an anthem a year ago. Exactly around a year ago.
But that's usually what the Grammys are based off of.
Yeah, but then yet again, it was, it doesn't get as much traction compared to other songs that were nominated. Other songs that were nominated was "I Like It" by Cardi B, Bad Bunny. I think that should have won, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm not a
But
fan
she
of.
did win Best Rap Album.
She did
of the
win
year.
best rap
Congratulations
album,
to her too.
which she was the first female to win best rap album, I believe it was. Which congrats to her,
Yeah.
making history right there. I'm not the biggest fan of Cardi, but hey,
She's growing
Where-
on me. I could say she's growing
where
on me.
where credit's due, it's due, and she definitely deserved it.
Yeah.
But best record of the year, we had "I Like It" by Cardi, "The Joke" by Brandy Charlie. I don't
Never
know
heard
who
of
is-
it.
I never heard of that. Then "This Is America," "God's Plan" by Drake, "Shallow" by Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper, which I'm surprised is there because it's sort of new to me.
Yeah, and also
It's sort of new in
it
the,
always
yeah.
surprises me when I see like soundtracks being nominated.
Yeah.
But that is a really good song.
I haven't heard it.
Highly recommend the movie.
I
It's
haven't heard it,
amazing.
and I'm really surprised though that it was up there, nominated for a lot of awards, and she won, I believe, 2.
Mm.
I'm just surprised it's up there as it's new. Really,
Mhm.
it's been out for about a month, I want to say.
Yeah, but
Um,
also the movie did really well in the box office, so
Yeah,
that's
I
also
heard.
the reason why.
So we had "Shallow" by Lady Gaga, Bradley Cooper, All the Stars, Kendrick Lamar. Not sure about that. Rockstar by Post Malone. Um, I guess. I heard it a lot, but to be nominated Record of the Year, I mean, honestly, I'm surprised that Ariana Grande is not up here for any of her songs. I'm surprised they're not up here. Like God is Woman, I believe.
Yeah.
I think it should have been nominated. It wasn't a bad song, but it's definitely better than some of the other options. Like again, who is Brandy Charlie? Who is Brandy
I
Charlie?
don't know.
Um,
But just because we don't know the artist doesn't mean they don't have
Yeah.
a large following.
so
That's true. That's another thing.
so the next category
That's
that
another
we're
thing
gonna
to
talk about
Mhm.
is Album of the Year. This was shocking.
I know that a lot of people speculated because of Drake's speech. For those who don't know, Drake made a very impressionable Grammy speech on how he felt like the Grammys don't value you as a artist. If you have people coming out to support you in the rain or shine, then you already won. You
Yeah.
don't need an award.
Then the Grammy,
Exactly.
yeah, which
I kind of really respected that because, you know, a lot of people value like you need a Grammy to be successful.
which you don't. You're already
But
successful.
As long as you have a following and fans and people that adore you, I think he was absolutely right. But there was like a big like a to do because the Grammys did cut him off in the middle of his speech.
Really?
They
Yeah.
cut to commercial. He wasn't done with his speech. Live, I mean, I guess you could have heard the rest of his speech, but on television, like they just cut to commercial. So, anywho, a lot of people speculated that the Grammys it was going to go to Drake Album of the Year, but they snubbed him of his, which basically means that they took his like chances of winning away because
of the speech
of his speech, and that they gave it to a country singer.
Yeah.
Oh.
So let's talk about that Album of the Year.
Mhm.
We had Invasion of Privacy by Cardi B.
Mhm.
By the Way, I Forgive You by Brandy Charlie again. I gotta see who this is because
Mhm.
he's nominated for 2 of the biggest awards. Scorpion by Drake, which was one of the big albums that I think would have won because I heard
Yeah.
a lot of talk when it first came out. Because
Yeah.
I believe
thought
it
he
was
gonna
released in
win.
2 parts, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
So
It was like a
Well-
trap part, and then it was like a R&B part.
yeah. So honestly, I would have thought he would have won.
Yeah. What are the other ones?
So we also have Her by Her. Not sure who this is.
She's an R&B artist. She's
Yeah,
great.
my sister was freaking
Yeah.
out in the living room saying, "Oh, Her should have won it." I was like,
Yeah.
who's that?"
She is amazing. I love her.
But Beer Bongs and Bentleys by Post Malone. Never heard of. I mean, I heard of Post
What?
Malone. I just never heard the
I heard it.
And
We have Dirty Computer by Janelle Monáe.
I love
We'll talk about her
her.
performance. Her performance was. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was nice. It was, big popping and all
I
that
know
stuff.
she tried to do like a Prince, not a Prince tribute, but Prince inspired.
Yeah.
I know. I didn't get to watch her performance. But who ended up winning Album of the Year?
Okay, we'll get there. The last nominee, and then I'll announce the winner. Last nominee was Black Panther by Kendrick Lamar, the Black Panther album. This also had a lot of hype when the movie came out because Black Panther was one of the best movies
Of course.
released in the box office.
Mhm.
But the winner, drum roll, whatever, Golden Hour by Casey Musgraves.
I know she's a country singer.
She's a
I don't know
country
much
singer.
about her. And you can't put her down because we live in an area in like a northeastern New York area where hip hop and like pop music and
R&B.
R&B, like that's like our thing. But you forgetting like we have a whole middle America, a whole southern America.
Yes.
That country music that thrives there,
Yeah.
and it's much larger than New York is. Despite how big New York is, those areas really take over a majority of America.
Yeah.
And country music is like I think the biggest genre.
It's the biggest radio,
It is.
John. Like radio, stations.
Yeah.
Country music's are number one there, and they've been like that for
Yes.
Yeah.
a long time already. I was really surprised because I didn't watch the Grammys. I was just in my
Mhm.
room, but then I would jump back and forth between my living room and
Yeah.
the room to
Mm.
see who won what award, what was going on. When my sister told me this, I was like, "Who is that?" Like,
Mm.
I never heard of her.
Yeah, I
And-
think she's new.
Yeah, she's someone new. I believe she made her breakthrough in 2013.
Oh,
But
wow.
yeah,
She not new.
but she's
Yeah.
not like I guess who I'm trying to
she's
think of
not a country
people.
singer. Like not that I'm not a fan of country music, but I don't listen to country
Yeah.
music. But I do know country artists.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be like, mainstream and say Carrie Underwood.
Yeah.
She's not like a Carrie Underwood
Yeah,
where she's
there
not a
you go.
household name.
I was
yet.
trying to look for a country
Yeah.
singer's name. but I listened to this album, and I'm telling you,
It's
it's
good.
well deserving
Yeah.
of
really good.
the album of the year.
A lot of people just they because they people already have their biases. A lot of people wanted Drake to win. I know for that's just for me. I saw a lot of people wanting Drake to win and saying that he was probably snubbed of that Grammy because of his speech. But I personally haven't listened to her music, so
It was really
can't
it's
judge.
like I listened to the whole album today.
Oh, the whole
Like,
thing.
once I woke up this morning, I was like, okay, I gotta listen to it because I
Yeah.
downloaded it last night. I was like, okay, let me listen to it.
And you liked it?
I loved it. I loved it. It
Good
made me
for
cry.
her.
It made me cry. It
Yeah, a
made me
lot of the
cry.
songs were like sad, but it's good.
And it's
I could say
not
it's
the
good.
country where you think it's, hillbilly country.
Yeah.
Like,
Uh-huh.
I was riding in my pickup truck and I saw the girl.
Mhm.
It's not like that. It's
It's
a
wholesome.
mix.
I was
It's a
telling him
mix.
earlier, it's
Good
a
for her.
wholesome album.
Yeah,
Like, you
it's-
know how nowadays we have the trap beats,
Yeah.
or like when you're in the studio, the instruments are not really there. It's just, computerized. You could tell. Like, there's actual live
They took their
instruments.
time.
Yes.
And my favorite song was the last song called Rainbow. It's a nice piano ballad.
Mhm.
It's like you'll cry. Just make sure when you listen to the
Yeah.
album, you have a box of tissues with you. So moving on, we have Song of the Year. It
Yeah.
went to This Is America again, winning two Grammys so far. Best New Artist, Dua Lipa.
Mhm.
Um,
One kiss is all it takes.
I've heard of the name. I never. I
I
don't. I don't know her music. I heard of
Yeah.
her name.
I just know that song.
Yeah. We also have her that was nominated, and
Yes. I know she won an award.
I'm not
She
sure.
did.
But
She
did?
won best I think R&B album.
Good for her.
That's good. Yeah.
I think either R&B
Literally good for her.
album or R&B artist, either one. But I know she won an award.
So then we have best pop solo performance. So we had Colors by Beck, never heard of. Havana by Camila Cabello.
Who, side note, was the first Latina to ever open up for the Grammys.
Oh wow.
really?
Yeah.
Her performance was short,
Oh.
to be honest. I
She-
would have liked a longer performance.
I just like I love representation and I love that she made history.
Mhm.
Despite no offense, I love Havana and I love the representation of Havana, but I feel like that's like such an overplayed song.
Yeah.
Like she's like it's like a drag. Like okay, like Havana again. Like it didn't
She
surprise
has
me
other songs
that she
too.
performed Havana, but it was all for the representation and I loved it. And she brought in Ricky Martin, yes, and then J Balvin. So I loved it.
I mean, I love Camila.
Yeah.
Honestly, she does only have this one song that's a big hit though. Even though she has a whole bunch of
Yeah.
songs, it's like
Havana is the biggest one.
she has to come up with something now before she becomes irrelevant.
Havana.
So then we have God Is a Woman also nominated, and Better Now by Post Malone.
I love
But
Better
none
Now.
of those won. It was Joanne by Lady Gaga.
Really?
Yeah.
I love
song
that
came
song,
out a
though.
while ago, did it not?
Yeah,
think
it came out
a year
before the
ago.
movie that she made.
Star Is Born?
Yeah, The Star Is Born. It came out before
Yeah.
that.
Joanne came out in, like, if I'm not mistaken, 2017, I believe.
Mm.
Did it not?
Probably late,
Or
early,
late
or
2018.
early,
Early 2018, maybe?
yeah, probably
Yeah.
around.
I know that it's so old.
because it wouldn't have been nominated if it was late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was 2018.
I'm shocked by this, not because Lady Gaga is back. I mean, Lady Gaga's good, whatever.
Mhm.
I'm shocked by this because I would think that she would only take awards for the movie songs like Shallow and a whole bunch of songs like
yeah.
that. I will only think, but this being her, her album by herself, not from the movie, The Star Is Born, her by herself. I'm surprised she took this, especially
proud of
beating.
her.
Yeah, I'm proud of
Yeah.
her too. Especially beating Ariana, and honestly,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a little biased because Ariana is the big talk, no matter what. Like she's always gonna be in the talk.
Mm.
So I would think she would take as many, Grammys as she was.
You never know. There's always next year.
Yeah, there's always next year.
That's right.
You don't know
If she goes.
I love I didn't I loved Joanne and I love the message behind Joanne. So I'm really happy for her and her family for winning for that Grammy.
So continuing on the Lady Gaga trend, she also won Best Pop Duo Group Performance with Bradley Cooper for the song Shallow. I have to listen to this because apparently it's really
song.
good.
And I cried at the movie theater, so
I gotta watch the
see
movie.
Yeah.
Best Pop Vocal Album went to Ariana Grande for Sweetener. This was like the only one that she won, I believe. I believe it was. Which is shocking in a way because you would think, Ariana is Ariana Grande, I think her next her album that came out this year
Yeah, the
I think
Thank
she'll
You
definitely
Next,
is gonna
right?
win
Yeah.
probably album of the year next for the next Grammys.
Maybe.
So thoughts on the winners? who do you think shouldn't have won, should have won?
I don't have a really like a bias towards who could win
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
not win. I just cause people get so frustrated and so into like this person should have won, but like it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna bring back to Drake. Like Drake said, this Grammy and this award shouldn't devalue you or value you more as an artist. You know.
Yeah.
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 I do know there's a lot of controversy behind Cardi B's her award.
award.
She won Best Rap Album of the Year, and
Yeah.
she did receive a lot of negative comments saying that she was undeserving of this award.
Yeah, so let's talk about that.
Okay.
So best rap album, Invasion of Privacy, Cardi B.
Do
Yeah.
I feel like she deserved it? I feel like the album deserved the award.
Yeah.
Because the album is amazing. Like
Yeah.
I love almost every song on there.
She did
But
a
do
great
I
job.
think she deserves it? No, I don't.
I
don't.
disagree.
I don't think she deserves it because she's not a rapper.
Yeah, but she is though.
She
She's
doesn't-
made so many
no.
milestones.
She's
Are you crazy? She
not.
went like double platinum, and she's like had top hits like all throughout 2017,
Yeah.
2017, 2018.
Her.
I think
yeah.
I honestly I know that she didn't start in a way where, and a lot of people discredit her for her, her stripping history
Mhm.
and being on Love and Hip Hop, but I think she was more than well deserving. She's now a mother, and she did this all while she was pregnant. I think that was
Yeah.
inspiring, and
Yeah.
not to like reiterate her Cinderella story, but she literally came from nothing, and I'm gonna get emotional because she made me emotional when she went
Aw.
on that stage and her Grammy speech. I mean, I felt like, again, I'm not gonna critique, but I felt like her Grammy speech could have been more well thought out. I could have felt like I thought she was gonna say like an inspirational
Yeah, and
message.
she said, no, that was
like,
funny.
if I can make it here, you can make it here too. But in her voice, her voice was cracking. She was so shocked, and I could
Yeah.
tell that she was never would have imagined a million years that she would have ever won a Grammy, especially being such a new artist. She's
Mhm.
not. I mean, she has been in the music industry for a minute, but like not for as long as like someone like, I don't know, like Alicia Keys, let's say.
Yeah.
So I felt like she was very deserving of this award. I don't like when people come for other people's success, and she did say that in a
post,
Instagram
yeah.
post, people were again commenting on her win, and she said it's not my style for people to put other people down to uplift somebody else, and that's not my style, and that's not what I'm with, and I don't support that.
So yeah, so
Yeah.
let's just talk about the winners of the rap category, because there was a lot of somewhat controversy on that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the winners, and then our second part we'll talk about the controversies in depth. Going in with starting with Cardi B. So best rap song went to God's Plan. And this is where he gave his speech that got cut off by the Grammys. And it showed, Travis Scott, with his head down, because I thought that he would have won with Sicko Mode. Honestly, because it's been a big thing. He even performed at the halftime show, not Drake. So I would think that he would have won. Going on best rap performance, This Is America winning the third award, and best rap performance was a tie between King's Dead of Kendrick Lamar and Bubbling by Anderson .Paak. So yeah, those are our winners in the rap album, in the rap category. But we'll get into the next session about the controversies, starting with Cardi B. So see you guys in a second session.